Hello everyone, I'm Frank and welcome to Frank Puzzles, and this is today's easy level puzzle. Now take that easiness with a grain of salt because it's considered easy by the people on the Logic Masters Germany forum, and there's a lot of really smart people there. So anyway, on to today's puzzle. It's called Knight's Sword by Evan, and here are the rules. Normal Sudoku rules apply, which means place the digits 1 through 9 once each in every row, column, and box. Anti-knight. Cells that our chess knights move apart must not contain the same digit. So in addition to regular Sudoku rules, say you're checking along this cell. In addition to normal Sudoku rules where every row and column and box cannot contain a 1, you also have additional digits, which are knights move away, which also cannot contain a 1. So for this one, it would mean that these cells, the red cells in red, cannot be contain a 1. If it were, say, the center cell, then it would basically mean that these 8 cells could not contain the same digit that the green cell has. And that's anti-knight move. It's usually called, it can also be called knight's move rule. But here he wants to call it anti-knight, which makes sense actually. Anyways, that's anti-knight rule. Killer cage. Digits in a cage sum to the number in the upper left corner of that cage. So, for example, these 4 digits must add up to 10. These 4 digits must add up to 13. These 4 digits must add up to 15. These 4 must add up to 26, etc., etc. Arrows. Digits along an arrow must sum to the digit in the circled cell of that arrow. So, for example, if this was a 3 and a 3, this would equal 6, because 3 and 3 add up to 6. And that's how arrows work. Thermometers. Digits along a thermometer must strictly increase as they move away from the bulb. So, for example, a valid example of this would be for this thermometer would be like 2, 5, and 7. But it could also very well be like 256 or 279 or whatever. But 276 again would not actually work, right? Because it's not continuously increasing from the bulb to the tip. Because 7 is not increasing to 6, it's decreasing there. And those are all the rules. If you like to play along, there's going to be a link in the description. And now, I'm going to get started. Let's go. Okay, so first thing first that I saw was you have 2 sets of 4 digits that add up to 10. The only set of 4 digits, unique digits, that add up to 10 is 1, 2, 3, and 4. So this must be 1, 2, 3, and 4. Obviously, there can't be 1 here, and there can't be 4 here, and there can't be 2 here. And we also know this increases from here to here. So this cannot be 1, and this cannot be 3, because this has to always be smaller than this one. This is always 5 through 9, and so is the rest of box 4. So this is also 1 through 4, and this can't be 1, and this can't be 4. These are 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. This can't be 4 because we know the 4 has to be here. So this can't be 4. It could be 1, 2, or 3, though. And in fact, okay, so this is at most 9, at most 8, at most 7, at most 6, at most 5. So this has to be 2 through 5, 3 through 6, 4 through 7, but 4 can't be here because of that 4. So therefore, this must be 6, 7, or 8, and this must be 7, 8, or 9. This is at least, so therefore, this has to be 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, or 3. Because it cannot be 4. Therefore, we have a 1, 2, 3 pair, or quadruple, in row 6. So the rest of the row cannot contain 1, 2, 3, or 4. So this is 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Let's see. Also, if you have 4 unique digits adding up to 30, you know that it must be 6, 7, 8, and 9, because those are the only unique digits that add 4 unique digits that add up to 30. Okay. If you have 4 unique digits adding up to 13, we know one of them has to be a 1, right? If you try to add 4 unique digits up without a 1, they add up to a minimum of 14, which is 2, 3, 4, and 5, right? So therefore, you have to have a 1 here. There has to be a 1 here, which means this has to be 1 also. Okay, so then, let's see. 4 can't be here, so 4 has to be one of these two, which means 4 has to be one of these 3 then. So 4 cannot be in this 26 cell. You also can't have a 1 here, right? Because if you had 1, what's the minimum? Sorry, what's the maximum the cage could be then? If you had a 1, it's only 7, 8, and 9, which only adds up to 25 at most. So therefore, 1 cannot be here, 1 can't be here. The 1 also has to be here, which means the 1 is over here. Let's see. What else do we know? This has to be at least 3. So this is at least 3, which makes this at least 5. So this is 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. This is 3, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's possibilities. So this could be 2, 7, 8, 9. It could be 3, 6, 8, 9. It cannot have a 4. It could be 5, 6, 7, 8 too, though. So the possibilities here are 2, 7, 8, 9, 3, 6, 8, 9, or 5, 6, 7, 8. That's all the possibilities, though. That's not 1 and 4. Okay. Okay. This could be up to 7. So it could be 2, 3, and 7. If it's 4, it has to be 4 with 2 and 6. If it's or 4 with 3 and 5. And we know the 1 is here. So the 1 has to be here. It could be 1, 2, 3, 9. Right. So this is either 2, 3, 7, 2, 3, or 7, or it's 4, right? You have to have a 1, so the other ones have to add up to 12. And the possibilities are 2, 3, 7, 2, 4, 6, or 3, 4, 5. And both times, if there's a 4, the 4 has to be here. What else do we have? If this is 2, this is 1, which makes this 3 and 4. If this is 3, this is at least 2 or 3. This is 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8. Which means this can be at most 7. Make this a 9. This is at most 8. But that doesn't really help us much either. Because it could be 1. That's fine. This can't be 1, so this is at least 2, which makes this at least 3, which makes this at least 5. So this is 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. This could be 3 through 8. This could be 2 through 7. So if it's 1 and 2 to form, this would have to add up to 12. So this could be 1, 2, 3, 9. It could be 4, 8, or 5, 7. That's a lot. That doesn't help us very much right now. Let's see. Hmm. What if it's not 2? If it's not 2, then it could be 1, 3. Um, 4, 7. Or 5, 6. Yeah, it's still pretty wide. Could be 1, 4. Can't be 1, 4 and be not unique with a 2 or 3. Right? If it's 1, 4, you necessarily need 2 digits adding up to 10, and then one of the 2 digits have to be less than 4, which means it's 2 or 3. Hmm. So it would have to be 1428 or 1437. So it's combined. It's already taken into account with all the 1 2s. So it's either 1239, 1248, or 1257, or it's 1347, 1356. So those are possibilities too. Hmm. Okay, so this is 5 through 9. This is 1 through 5, but it can't be 4. So this is 1, 2, 3, and 5. This is 2, 3, 4, 5. So 2 can't be here. 1 can't be here. Um, hmm. What does that tell us? Does it tell us anything? Not really. Hmm. We don't know anything about this. We don't know anything about this. Again, this could be. So this has to be at least 3, but that doesn't really tell us much either. Hmm. This could be 1 through 8 still. Hmm. Oh, we have anti-knight. I kept forgetting that. Yeah, so this can't be 1. We actually already knew that. This would always had to be 2 or 3 because this is one of these is 1. So this is 2 or 3, which is the same as this. Therefore, this can't be 2 and this can't be 3. Anti-knight means this can't be 1 because of the knight's move. So this is 2 or 3, which means 1 has to be one of these 2, which means this can't be 1. Therefore, this has to be the 1. And by knight's move, this can't be 1. Okay. 1 is one of these 2. This is obviously the same as this, which means it has to be one of those 3, but that doesn't tell us very much. Let's see. Four has to be one of these 3. Because 4 is one of these 3. They all see this central cell. This one because of normal Sudoku, and these 2 because of anti-knight's move. So this can never be 4. 1 must be one of these two. Therefore, it cannot be either of these two. Well, obviously, it couldn't be because of that. Hmm. Knight's move. So all of these see. I don't think they all see. So this can't be 4 because of Knight's move. Therefore, this must be the 4. And so since that's 4, this can't be 4. So this can't be 4. Therefore, this is the 4. Which means the 2 has to be one of these two. Which means this can't be 2. So 2 is one of these. That could be any of these 6. One of these is 2. This can no longer be 4 because of Knight's move. So we have a 2-3, 2-3 pair in box 4. Therefore, this cannot contain a 2 or 3 in the rest of the box, so this must be a 1. Which means this can't be 1, so therefore this is a 1. Let's see. 1s can no longer be, can't be here, or here. So the 1 has to be one of these two. Right? 1 can't be here because this is an addition of 2 different unique cells, which actually has to be at least 3. This can't be 1 because of Knight's move, so 1 has to, and these can't be 1 because of Thermometer, and these can't be 1 because of normal Sudoku, so therefore one of these is 1. So since one of these is 1, that means this can't be 1, which forces this to be the 1. Let's see. The 4 is either here or here, and they both see this cell, so this can't be 4 either. In addition, 2, 3, and 4 all see this cell. So this can't be 2, 3, or 4, so this is 5, 6, 7, 8, or 9. This one sees it from Knight's move. This can no longer be 1 because of Knight's move. So 1 is either here or here, and 1 is either here or here in rows 3 and 5. That forms an X-wing, which means the rest of the columns cannot contain, columns 4 and 6 cannot contain a 1. So this cannot contain a 1, which means this has to be the 1. Let's see. So this can no longer be the green. Let's see. What do we have here? Nothing that much. 4 cannot be here because of Knight's move. Or can be either of those two. That's fine. 4 can be any of these 4. This can't be 1 again, because that would be 1 and 1. That would have to add up to 2, which is not possible. So this can't be 1. Therefore, this is the 1, which means this can't be 1, which means this must be 1, which means this has to be 4, because the 4 can only be in one of those two cells. Therefore, this is the 4, so that can't be 4. That can't be 4. This can't be 4. Obviously, that can't be 4. So 4 must be one of these two cells, which means this can't be 4. Which means this has to be the 4. So this can no longer be 4. So it cannot have a 4 in this 4 cage. So therefore, it has to be 1, 2, 3, and 7. Because otherwise, the other options would 1, 2, 4, 6, and 1, 3, 4, 5. So this has to be 2, 3, and 7. All of these cells see this cell, so 2, 3, and 7 can't be there. Um, 4. We don't know about this one, right? So 4 is one of these two cells. So this is 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Or it could be 4, 5, 6 here. This is 1, so this cannot be 2 or 3 with it. So this has to be 1 with 5, 6, 7, or 8. So this can't be 5. So it's either 1 plus 5, which makes 6, or 1 through 8, which adds up to 9, etc., etc. Can't be 1. This has to be 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Wait, no, that's not right. It has to be 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. But this can't be 4, so therefore this can't be 5. This is also 6, 7, 8, 9. We know 2 cannot be anywhere along here. Actually, we know this can't be 2. None of these can be 2. Therefore, this must be a 2. So this is a 2, which forces this to be 2 and this to be 3. This can't be 2 anymore, so therefore this is a 2. Which means this can't be 2. This is 3 or 5. This is 3 or 5. This can't be 2, and this can't be 2. Therefore, this must contain a 3 or 5. Right? It's either 3, 6, 8, 9, or 5, 6, 7, 8. Because it can no longer contain a 2. So it's 3, 5, 6... No, 3, 6, 8, 9, or 5, 6, 7, 8. So 6 and 8 cannot be here. We know 2 has to be one of these two. 2 can't be anywhere here, and here, and here, so this must be the 2. Which means this can't be 2. So it could be 3 or 5, or 3 or 5, and it has to be with 7 or 9. Because we know this is 3, 5, 3, 6, 8, 9, or 5, 6, 7, 8. So 6 and 8 are always in this set of in this cage. So this can't be 2 anymore, which means this can't be 3, which means this can't be 5. So 2 has to be one of these two. We're not sure which. 4 can't be here, 4 can't be here, so 4 is one of these two. 3 can no longer be here because of Knight's move. Where is a 3 in box 5? It can only be here. So this is 3. This is still 4, 5, or 6. This can't be 3. um, 4 could be any of these 4. 4 is one of those two. 1s are all done, I believe. 2s can be either here, one of these 3, or one of these 2. So this can't be 2, which means the 2 has to be one of these. So we have a 2, 1, 2 in column 8 and 9. We also have another 2 in column 8 and 9. Therefore, the rest of the column cannot contain a 2. So this is 3 or 7, which means one of these 2 is a 2. Which doesn't really tell us much. Okay. Let's see. If this is a 5, that means none of these can be 5, which means the 5 would have to be here. Okay, because this could not be 5. But if this was a 5, that forces none of the 5s here. None of these could be 5, so this would have to be a 5, but then that's a Knight's move away, so this can never be 5. Huh, what are the possibilities here? This can't be 3 anymore. Since that can't be 3, this can't be 5. So 3 cannot be here, here, or here. So 3 has to be one of these two. Hmm. Um... This is 4, 5, 6, 8, 9. Obviously, this can't be 4. This is 4, 5, 6, 8, 9. These are 5, 6, 8, and 9. If this was... So this can never be 3. So the 3 is either here or here. Right, so this has to have a 2 or a 3, or it could have both. Right? If it's both, then this is 2, 3, 9, 9. It could have 1, 2, 4, 8, or 1, 2, 5, 7. This is 5 through 9. This can no longer be 3 because of knight's move. So this is 5, 7, 8. Ah, so we have 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Quintuplet. So the rest, where are 2 and 3? 2 and 3 have to be here. Right? We could remove the green. Therefore, the rest of columns 8 and 9 cannot contain a 2 and a 3. Therefore, this is 7, which means this is 2 and 3, and this is 2 and 3. So we have a 2, 3, 2, 3 pair in row 8. The rest of the row cannot contain a 2 or 3. So this can't be 3. We know, therefore, this has to have a 3. So it's either 1, 2, 3, 9, and 1 and 3 add up to 4, so that you have to have an 11. It's 1, 2, 3, 9, 1, 2, 4, 1, 3, 4, 7. So this would have to be 4, 7, 4, 7. Or 1, 3, 5, 6. So this could be 5 or 6, and this could be 1, 3. Oh, it's not 2 or 3 pair. Never mind. This is not a 2 or 3 pair. This can't be 4 or 7. So this can't be 7. This could be 2, 3, 5, 6, 8, or it cannot be 9. Actually, it can't be 8 either. If it's an 8, it has to be with 2 and 4. So the 2 would have to be there. Right. Okay. So this is 2 and 3. This is 2 and 3. This is 2 and 3. So this is 5 through 9. So this can't be 5. This can't be 5. None of these can be 5. Therefore, the 5 has to be one of these. Which means this can't be 5 and this can't be 5. So this still could be a lot of... This could be 3 through 8. That's not very helpful. Okay. So the 1s are all done. The 2s are either here or here. The 3s are very limited, but we don't know what specific ones they are. The 4s are, well, we still have a wide range. This can't be 4. So the 4 is either here or it's one of these two. Interesting. So these two cannot be 7. This can't be 7. 3. So 5 is either here or here. If a 5 is in row 3, right? This is either 5 or this is 5. If this is 5, this can't be 5. If this is 5, that can't be 5 also because of knight's move. This can never be 5, right? If this is 5, that means this can't be 5 because of knight's move, and this can't be 5 because of normal thermometer. But that means there's no 5 in row 3 at all. So therefore, this can never be 5. This is 4, 6. Hmm. 7 can no longer be here because of knight's move. So it's either here or here, right? If this is 7, it eliminates that as a 7 for thermometer, and this says 7 for knight's move. So there's no other possibility for 7 in column 8. So this can't be 7. Right? If this is 7, that can't be 7, and therefore that can't be 7. So this is 5 or 6, which means this can never be 6. Because if this is 6, that doesn't have any opportunity to be any bigger. So therefore, this is a 4. This is a 4, which means this can't be 4. So this can't be 4 either. 7 has to be one of these two. This sees both of these 7s, one from Sudoku and one from knight's move. So this can never be 7. Okay. Right, one of these two is a 7. So 8 and 9 can't be here. Well, 8 can't be here. 8 can't be here. So one of these 3 is 8. So this can't be 8. Let's see. So this can never be 3, because if this was 3, the problem is, if this is 3, this would have to be 6, 8, and 9, and that eliminates all the possibilities for that cell then. So this can never be 3. So if the 3 is here, it has to be 3 in one of those two spots, and therefore this would be 8 or 9, with 6, 8, 9 here. But there's no limitation for 5, 6, 7, 8. So, huh. This can't, if this is 5, this has to be 6. But then that makes this a knight's move away from here, which would also have to be 6. So this can never be 5. So this can't be 6 then. Interesting. Hmm. So this can never be 8 because it has to be 1, 2, 4, and 8 specifically if it has an 8. So it would have to be 8 here. Oh, if this is 3, this has to be a 2, which means this can't be 2. But then this cannot have a 1 and a 2 or 3. So it would have to be 1, 4 at minimum, but that the problem is that it would still require a 2 or 3. Therefore, this can never be 3, and therefore this does always have a 3 here. So this is either 1, 2, 3, 9. Okay, so then that clears that again. So it's either 1, 2, 3, 9. So it would be 2 here, which would make 3 there. 3, 9 could be either of the spots. It could be 1, 3, 4, 7, or 1, 3, 5, 6. So if it's 1, 3, 4, 7, this is 3, this is 4, and this is 7. If it's 1, 3, 5, 6, 3, 5, and 6 can be pretty much anywhere, right? Um, this can't be 5, because if this is 5, where is the 5 in row 4? It has to be here, but that's a knight's move away from here, so this can never be 5. So 5 has to be one of these 4. Huh. If any of these 3 are 5, they all see that one, which would force this to be 5. So if any of these 3 are 5, that means that can't be 5. Because it sees this from Sudoku and this from Knight's move. Therefore, if any of these 3 are 5, this has to be the 5. Otherwise, this is 5. So there can never be a 5 in the rest of column 3. So this has to be 3, 6, 7, 8, or 9. It cannot be 5. 3, 1, 3, 5, 6. So this has to be 4, 7, 8, and 9. That works. If this is 1, 3, 5, 6, that means this is 4. This has to be 7 or 8. This has to be 8 or 9. So therefore, this can't be a 7 if that's the case. So this would have to be a 6. So therefore, this could not be 6 here. So this would not be a 6. Because we tried it if it's 1, 3, 5, 6. And therefore, that's a 4. This is 2. Yeah. What else do we have here? Hmm. I'm not very good with knight's move or anti-knight rule set because I just don't see them as easily. Let's see. 5 has to be one of these two, which means we showed that that couldn't be 5 because of that. But this one could be, this one could be, this one could be, any of these could be. So this can never be 9. If this is 9, this has to be 5, 6, 7, 8. But where's the 3 then? It can't be anywhere. So this can't be 9. Um, hmm. So either the 9 is here or it's here in row 2. So the 9 would be here or here. They both see this cell, right? This from being in the same box and this one from knight's move. So this could never be 9. Phew. uh, hmm. It's either 1, 2, 3, 9, 1, 3, 4, 7, or 1, 3, 5, 6. Hmm. Ah. So if this is 1, 3, 5, 6, also. Huh, interesting. If this is 1, 3, 5, 6, that means this is 4. This can't be 5 or 6, so this is 7 or 8. This is 8 or 9. We have a 7, 8, and 9 triplet again in column 5. So this has to be 6, which makes that a 5. So then this can't be 5 either if it's 1, 3, 5, 6. So now we know then it's only 2 or 3 as possibilities. So therefore the rest of the um well, yeah. We actually already knew that, I guess, already, right? This is 5, 6, 8, 9. This is 5, 6, 8, 9, right? Because we know 3 can't be there anymore. 2 can't be there. So, yeah. Um, if this is not 2, this becomes 1, 2, 3, 9. This is 4. This can't be 3. Uh, can't be 4. Could be 5, 6, 7, 8, right? Cannot be 9, though. Because if this is not 2, sorry, if this is not 2, the 2 has to be here, which means it has to be with 3 and 9. Hmm. Okay. Hmm. Let's see. Okay, hold up. No, that's not true. Never mind. Hold up, yeah. If this is 5, that means this has to be 3, 6, 8, and 9, but the 3 has to be here, which makes that 5. But that can't be the case. Therefore, this can never be 5, which means this can't be 7. So we have a 3, 5, 3, 5 pair now in row 2. So one of these is 3 or 5. This is 3 or 5. So therefore, this cannot be 3 or 5. Therefore, this has to be 5. Okay. That doesn't help very much. We do know one of these two has to be 9 then. Actually, we already knew that already, so this could never be 9 anyways. So we know 9 has to be one of these two, which means this can't be 9, and this can't be 9. So the 3 can never be here, right? Because if it's 3 here, then this has to be 2, and this would have to be 9, but that's not possible because we know the 9 is one of these two. Therefore, this can't be 3. So one of these two is a 3. It doesn't really help us much. So, yeah. 6, 7, 8, 6, 7, 8. It could be 6, 7, 8, or 9. 6, 7, 8, or 9. Yeah. It's not seeing these knights move. If this is 5, this has to be 4, which means this cannot be 1, 2, 1, 3, 4, 7, or 1, 3, 5, 6. So it would have to be 1, 2, 3, and 9 if that's the case. Therefore, this would be 6 and 8, and that's still valid. If this is 5, we know this is 5, 6, 7, 8. So then this would be 9. That seems reasonable for either way. Yeah. Say this was 7, 8, 9. If this was 7, this has to be 4, but therefore it has to be 1, 3, 4, and 7. So this can never be 7 here. I don't know if there's an elegant way of doing this. Maybe there was, I don't know. Okay, when is this not 3? If this is not 3, that means this is 3, which makes this 2, which makes this 3, which makes this 2, which makes this 3 and 9. So this can never be 9. If this is 3 and 9, this becomes 6 or 8. This is 5, 6, or 8. This would have to be 4. Huh. Interesting. Let's see. Sorry guys, I'm just really slow with these anti-knights move stuff. So whatever this is the same as this, right? So it cannot be this one. It has to be one of these two, if that's the case. Which means it cannot be any of these. So it could be... Okay, so whichever one this is, it can't be these two. So it has to be one of these two. This is the other one, right? So this is green, which means it has to be one of those three, which means it could be any of those three. So that's pretty broad. Whatever it is cannot be here. So this green cannot be here or here. So it's one of these two. Orange cannot be here, but it could be any of these four. Pretty broad. The orange one can be any of these three. Or any of these four, I should say. The green could be a lot of things. Hmm. Oh, this has to be 7 or 9. So this has to be the same as this one, right? Because it sees all three of these, so it can only be that one. So this can't be 6. This is 7 or 9. This is 7 or 9. Therefore, the red has to be one of these two. Which doesn't tell us very much. Oof. Ah, in row 8, either this is 9 or this is 9. But they both see this one, because either that's 9, which sees that one by normal Sudoku in the box, or this is 9, and therefore that sees that from Knight's move. So this cannot be 9, which means this can't be 8. Now, I don't know if that really helps us much, but this can't be 9. So 9 is either one of these two. Actually, that's interesting. So both of these see also this. So this can't be 9 then either. Because this one from Knight's move and this from some normal Sudoku. That's why we eliminated this. So this couldn't be 9. This can never be orange, right? If this was orange, it sees both of these cells. And those are the only cells possible to have an orange. Um, if this is 3, that means this is 3, and the orange has to be here. So therefore, this is 3, which makes this 1, 2, 3, and 9. If this is 5, that means this has to be the 5, which means this has to be the 5. And this can't be 1, 3, 5, 6. So either if this is 3 or 5, this can never be 1, 3, 5, 6. So this can never be 1, 3, 5, and 6. So it's either 1, 2, 3, 9, or it's 1, 3, 4, 7. We're not sure which. So if this is 3 again, this has to be the orange. If this is 5, that means this is the orange, and therefore this has to be the orange. So if this is 3, that means this is 3, and this is orange. And therefore, this would be orange if that's a 3. If this is 5, it has to be here, which makes it here. So therefore, it has to be one of those two to be orange. So orange cannot be here. Orange cannot be here. Orange can't be here. Orange can't be here. Therefore, this would be the orange if that's the case, if this is 3. If it's 5, then this becomes 5. That's 5. That's 5. So this would have to be 5. So that couldn't be 5. That couldn't be 5. That couldn't be 5. But either of these two could be 5. So that would be the orange then. We still don't know about green though. Um, hmm. This can't be 5 anymore because of knight's move. So this can't be 6. Aha. Well, okay. We already knew it couldn't be 5, 6. 3, 5, 6 anyways. Hmm. Oh, interesting. So either this is 5, and therefore this would have to be 4. Either this is 5 and the orange, and so if this is 5, that means this is 5, which means this has to be the 5 and the 4 orange. So therefore this is 4, therefore this is 3 and 9 and 2. Or if this is 3, this is the 3 in the orange, therefore the orange has to be 3 here, and therefore this is 3. And this is also 2, 3, and 9. So either way, it has to be 2, 3, and 9. If this was a 5, this would have to be the 5, and therefore this would have to be the corresponding 5, which would force this to be 4, which makes this 3 and 9. So either way, this is always 3 and 9, and therefore this is 2, this is 3, this is 2. This has to be the 3 then, which means this can't be 3. This can't be 9. This can't be 9, therefore this has to be a 4. So this can't be 4. This has to be the 4. So this, we don't know what the orange is. This can't be 2, though, anymore. This can no longer be 9. Therefore, one of these two is 9. Therefore, one of these two is an 8. We're not sure which. So one of these two is an 8. We know one of these two is 9. Since one of these two is 9, that means neither of these can be a 9, because this one sees this one by normal Sudoku and that one from Knight's Move. This one sees this one from normal Sudoku and that one from Knight's Move. Therefore, these can't be 9, which means 9 has to be one of these three, which means this can't be 9. Therefore, where's a 9 in box 5? It has to be here, which means this is an 8. So this still could be an 8, but we don't know. This can't be 8 anymore. So therefore, this can't be 8 anymore. Therefore, this is a 9. So this cannot be 8 or 9. This is 6 or 7. This can't be 8 or 9. So these can't be 9, which means this has to be the 9 in box 9. So that can't be 9, which means this is the 9 in box 6. 9 can't be one of these three because of the 9 here. This can no longer be 9. This can no longer be 9 because of Knight's Move. So the 9 has to be one of these two. That doesn't really tell us much. This is 9. 1 is one of those two. This can't be 9, this can't be 9. Where's a 9 in box 7? It has to be here, which means this can't be 9, so therefore this is 9. 9 can't be here, or here, or here, so therefore this must be 9, which means this is a 9, which means this is a corresponding 3 to go along with it. Therefore the orange is the 3. So this can't be green anymore. This can't be orange. So the green is 3. This has to be 5, 6, 7, 8. This cannot be 9 anymore. So this is not red. This is not orange. This is not orange. The corresponding green cannot be here or here. Therefore, this is 5, which makes this a 5. So this can't be 5. Therefore, that's a 5. So none of these two can be 5. Therefore, that's a 5. Which means this can't be 5, so this must be 5. So this can't be 5, this can't be 5, this can't be 5, so this has to be 5. Which means neither of these can be 5, this can't be 5, therefore this has to be a 5. Because none of those can be 5, and this can't be 5. There's no 5. This can't be 9, because we have a 9, therefore we have a 6, 8, 6, 8 pair. Therefore, this can't be 6 or 8, or 5 in the rest of the box, so this must be 7. This can't be 7. This can't be 8 anymore, so this is 6 now, which makes this a 7, which makes that an 8. So this has to be 6 and 7. This can't be 5, 6, 7, or 9, so this must be the 8. This can't be 8 or 9. This can't be 6 or 8, so this is 7. This can't be 5, so this becomes 6 or 8. This can't be 5, this is 6 or 8. This is no longer 3. It can't be 6 or 7, so therefore this is 8, which means none of these are 8. Which also means this can't be 5 or 7, so this has to be 6, which makes this an 8, which makes this a 6. This can't be 8 anymore because of Knight's move, so this is 6, this is 8, this is 6, this is 8. Therefore, this is 7, this is 5, this can't be 6, so this is 7, this is 6. This can't be 7 or 8, so this is 6. This can't be 5 or 6, this can't be 8, so this is 7 by Knight's move, so therefore this is 8. This can't be 6 or 7 by Sudoku, so this is 8. This can't be 8. This can't be 3, so this is by Knight's move, so this is 2, which makes that 3, which makes that 2, which makes that 3. This can't be 7 by Knight's move, so this is 6, because of that 7. So therefore that's 7, this is 6, and therefore this is 7. And that's a solution. Yeah, that took a while for me to go through. Again, I'm not very good with Knight's move, so hopefully you did a better job on your foray through this puzzle. This was, like, from a logic perspective, it is fairly easy. It's just that you have to see the Knight's move stuff, which I'm not good at. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this solve, and I'll see you next time on Frank Puzzles. Take care.